Hey, good morning, everybody. Matt here with OddsJam, coming to you on this beautiful Thursday, October 27th. And today, I got 3 NBA player props for you guys to lock in. So the NBA season continues to be incredibly hot for me to start. Yesterday, after 2 bad days in a row, my player props went well, which was very nice. That was desperately needed after 2 bad days in a row. But overall, the NBA season has just been incredible for me. So make sure to subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. Follow along with these picks. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at JediModi, where I post plays as well. But regardless, let's get into it. So hopped on to OddsJam, looking to find some value, looking to find some mathematically profitable bets. And the first one, and I'll just get right into it, that I'm going to go ahead and lock in here is Ja Morant over 5.5 rebounds, plus 135 at PointsBet. So I'm going to put half a unit on this, or whatever the amount that PointsBet will let me get. They have me limited, so I'm not always able to get. So I can get $37.03. But for those of you at home, you should put in whatever half of a unit is for you. So that bet has been locked in. Now let's chat about it, right? So I talk a ton on this YouTube channel. You're probably sick of hearing me say it, but for those of you who are new or haven't caught it yet, positive expected value betting is the way to go in terms of being profitable as a sports bettor. The way it works, and this is super cool, OddsJam back tested thousands of betting opportunities. They just collected all this data, back testing a ton of plays, just trying to determine what sportsbooks are the sharpest at pricing certain odds, right? That was like the main goal of what they're trying to accomplish with this back testing and this research. And once they determine that, using all that data, they remove the VIG from all of those sharp sportsbooks. So that's what you see right here. You see no VIG odds, and anywhere you see this column that says no VIG odds, it's basically what you can view as the quote unquote true line of what a market should truly be priced at. So anywhere in which you can get better odds than the no VIG line is how you'll be profitable. The VIG, it's just the juice that sportsbooks price odds. If you look across the board at like what sportsbooks have odds priced at, they never have it so you can bet both sides and break even, right? They always upcharge both sides. They charge a VIG, a juice, an edge, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it the tax that sportsbooks price odds. So in order to get an accurate representation of what a sportsbook views a market, a bet, whatever you want to call it, you have to remove the VIG. And that's exactly what OddsJam does for you, which is really cool. So they price this Ja Morant over 5.5 rebounds at plus 126 odds, just above plus 126. And we can get it at PointsBet at plus 135, which I locked in. Again, should be worth half of a unit play. Obviously, they wouldn't let me get all that. But for those of you at home, risk half a unit on it. And then Ja, what is there to say about Ja? He's just been incredible. He's gone over this total twice so far this season. But the thing I like about backing Ja, and specifically his rebounds prop, he's averaged more rebounds every year of his career. So the beginning of his career, he was like an auto McSlam, his under 3.5. And now look at it. It's all the way up at 5.5. Granted, it's pretty heavily juiced at plus 135. So we are paying for it a little bit, the fact that he's only gone over 2 of the games so far this season. But at plus 135 odds, I think that's pretty juicy. So I like this one a lot. Ja Morant to go over 5.5 rebounds. The next play that I'm going to lock in, also on PointsBet, how about backing Steph Curry to go over 6.5 assists? So let me go back to PointsBet because that is what this bet is on. Let me go to the NBA, and we'll go ahead and lock in the Steph Curry one. I've noticed that PointsBet lets me get, to win 50 is kind of what they've been allowing. So let me see over 6.5, and it should be plus. Okay, so the odds changed. Unfortunately, this is no longer a play. Take all that back. We're not backing Steph Curry over 6.5 assists. Let me refresh this. Let me add this one to my bet tracker, 37.03. Let me give this page a refresh, make sure I have the most up-to-date odds, and then we'll lock in some. So the next one that I was going to lock in here is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander under 1.5 made 3-pointers. So the best odds were at BetRivers at -114. Those odds change, but we can still get it at FanDuel and PointsBet at -115. And that is still a positive expected value bet, because if you look at the no-vig odds, they price it at -117. So any number in which we can get it below -117 is going to be positive expected value. In this case, the -115 on PointsBet and FanDuel. I'm going to go ahead and take this one on FanDuel because they don't have me limited. I'm going to put a little bit more on this one. I'm going to put 75, so 3/4 of a unit on this one. If you don't feel like doing the math, those of you at home calculating 3/4 of a unit and you want to round up or down, I would actually round this one down. The reason why I put a little bit more on this one, just because it's more likely to hit, right? It's more likely bet to hit if you just look at the win percentage. 54% based on the OddsJam line versus the other one was about 45%. That's certainly not saying you should only take bets that are more likely to win, because it's all about the odds. And if you hit a plus 135 bet, that's obviously way more valuable than hitting a -115 bet. So no bet is better than the other. It's just one you put a little more risk on it because it's a little more likely to win. So the play, again, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander under 1.5 made threes. And then again, look at the lines here. So -115 on FanDuel. And then look across the board what this market is priced at. -139, -140, -133, -140. And this Pinnacle/OddsJam line is the most important one, because Pinnacle is the sharpest sportsbook in the world in terms of pricing odds. They do the best job at pricing odds, and they have this all the way at -140. FanDuel PointsBet has it at -115. So this is going to be my second betting pick for today. Let me give this another refresh. Let me actually give it a hard refresh. Make sure I am getting the most up-to-date lines so I don't have anything that changes on me. And let's look into some of these other plays, like Steph Curry over 25.5 points. Just kidding. The odds change there. How about Luka under 3.5 made three-pointers against the Nets? So the play is at -132 on FanDuel. And look at the other books. DraftKings -165. BetOnline -147. PointsBet -140. The no-vig odds price this at about -134 essentially. We can get it at -132 at FanDuel. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in as well. And this will be my third and final betting pick for today. Luka under 3.5 made threes. This one will be a 3/4 unit play as well. 75 to win, just above 55. Going to go ahead and lock this in. Again, if you don't feel like doing the math, whatever 3/4 unit is, I would probably round this one down as well. It's not a huge EV percent at 0.64. Again, still a good bet. Obviously, that's why I took it. I still like it, but probably closer to a half unit play than a full one. But regardless, Luka Doncic under 3.5 made three-pointers is going to be my third and final NBA player prop for tonight. So if you're tailing these three picks, let me know. Would love to hear it. Like I said, the NBA season has gone incredibly well for me so far. 2 rough days betting player props, but overall, I am up a ton, so hopefully we can continue the streak tonight. And regardless, if you're watching, appreciate you guys watching. It would help me out a lot if you could give me a like, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel, comment with your thoughts. If they're dumb picks, that's fine. Comment that as well. I love to hear the feedback. But anyways, enjoy the NBA slate tonight, and have a good one.